more of a challenging time than the AM call than our other call to do this. But tomorrow, we're going to be doing the drawing for the Ethereum, right? Anyone who participated in the sales contest from August 16th through August 31st, we're going to be drawing 10 names out. Now, I want to remind everybody, just in case you didn't see the message, I think everybody probably did. You have to be present, right? You have to be there in order to win tomorrow at 10 a.m. So make sure that if you made those 3 sales and your ID is in that drawing, that you show up. Okay, you got to be there to be able to get it. So it's going to be pretty cool as far as that. So listen, I know this was kind of like an impromptu meeting. It was released very quick, just like an hour ago. So I'm sure that we will start to see this thing fill up a little bit as people are waking up on the other side of the world, and like Nigeria and some of those areas, they're going to still be asleep. So we are going to record this. Let me go ahead and start doing that so we can get this thing going. All right, so we are recording. So listen, I want to welcome everybody here. Most likely everybody here tonight is an existing member. There might be some new people they're just coming to watch for the first time, and that's okay. This is going to be a little bit of a different call than what we normally do. Usually at this time of night, we are doing an overview call, right? Or we're working on some marketing or some other stuff to help you build your business. This is going to be more of an update call because I know that there's been a lot of information that's out there right now. So I just want to kind of make sure that everybody is getting the proper information. Just like when we launched our Ethereum contract, it was complete craziness. Everybody asking for an early link, everybody asking for a specific date, all these different things. Telegram groups popping up. We got people getting hacked on Telegram trying to impersonate myself or Edgardo. It's just like it's craziness, right? So anytime you have something good going on like that, people are going to show up. The haters are going to show up. But here's the deal. Here's what I want to talk about here tonight. I want to talk about where we're going, number one, as far as the Tron contract is concerned. But I also want to talk about, a little bit about where we've been, because we have to build up from our past where we've been. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that, and then we're going to get into the Tron contract itself, give you some updates on that, and get people excited. Now, before we get into it, I know that there's obviously been presentations that are going on right now in Tron. I know many of you have probably seen the format. You've seen a little bit about the prices. So I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on that. I really want to talk more about the functionality. As you guys know, I work directly with the programming team to make sure that things get done in proper order. So we're going to talk about some of those things. But like I said, I want to start with where we've been, okay? So, as all y'all know, we launched this contract, the Ethereum contract, back, I think it was July 16th was the actual date. And, for any of you who were here during that time, especially the first day, man, it was insane. Literally insane. We had a couple things that, held us up, a couple, I don't want to call them glitches, but that's the best word I can come up with right this second. A few things that we would have done differently. Let's just put it that way. As far as that is concerned, that it didn't necessarily hold up the launch whatsoever, but it complicated things, right? We had a lot that was going on the first couple of days of being in business for that smart contract. And, if you remember the build up to that, if any of y'all have been around since the pre-launch of the Ethereum, there was a lot of build up, a lot of excitement to it. We didn't know an exact date. We couldn't give it. We gave one, and then we had to push it off because it still wasn't done. And, one of the things that you constantly heard me say, especially back then, was we're not going to launch it until it's ready, right? That's the commitment I made early on. It will not be launched until it's ready. It doesn't matter what type of pressure comes at us, how many people, want it and need it now. It wasn't going to go live until it was ready, right? And I think that we can all agree, even though we had some challenges in the beginning of that Ethereum contract, it's the best of the best. That's just the truth of it, right? There's some things obviously that I would still improve about the Ethereum contract as far as the back office and things like that. We're going to talk about some of that here in just a second. But I want to first just say congratulations to each and every one of you who were part of what we have done already inside of Lionshare. Our goal, as we've said this entire time, is to have a brand that people consider us the king of smart contracts, as Alfredo said, right? We're the king of the smart contracts. When people think smart contracts, we want them to think Lionshare. So what is required to do that is you. It's required for us to become a community, to come together to make sure that we are all working towards the same exact thing. We said from the very beginning, we're not committed or specifically committed to any cryptocurrency. What we are committed to is this community and making sure that we're providing the very best opportunity that we possibly can. And I know without a doubt, it doesn't matter what anyone says, the facts are the facts. we are the absolute best Ethereum smart contract out there, period. We have the best compensation plan. It functions the way it should. I mean, obviously, there's still things that sometimes pop up, but I'm really proud of our programming team from where we started to where we are today. But I'm more proud of the people that we've been able to attract. We had a lot of excitement, and there's still a lot going on there. But as we led into that and we broke some records, I mean, who puts 90,000 people into any type of business in like a 40-day period? Right? No one, right? It was an amazing thing. So obviously excited to see those type of results that we've had. And a lot of people are excited about that. But I know for a fact going into the Tron contract, we're going to do that in possibly the first couple weeks. I think you're going to see a mass induction of people into this Tron contract is what I think you're going to see. But what I would like to do right now is I just want to talk about some of the things that are going to be coming with the Tron contract. Well, like I said, I wanted to start with that Ethereum because we all know something happened right in the middle of all this, okay? Even though we had 90,000 people that came into the Ethereum contract, let me ask you a question just because I would like some type of feedback here. How many of you have noticed since we launched the contract back in July, okay, until today, how many of you have noticed that the price of gas has risen a little bit? Just give me a number one. Like if you've seen the price of gas go up, right? I mean, if anyone's not holding up a number one, it's because you don't know what's going on. It's been insane, right? And almost to a level like for a little bit of the time, we were like, look, hey, forget about this gas thing, man. It's not going to hold you back. Look, people are earning crazy amounts of money. The problem is this. The problem is in a lot of places around the world, it's made our prices too expensive. And it would not help to reduce the prices of our packages because the gas is going to be the gas. I looked 2 days ago or yesterday, I can't remember, the price of gas to get in on our very first level was 167 US dollars, not counting, the cost of the package. I mean, it was insane, right? So I can sit here and I can tell people to ignore it. I can tell people just to, stay focused on Ethereum. But the reality is that hurts a lot of people's business, right? It's tough to get people into a business when that is the number one thing they focus on. Because look, if someone came to me and said, hey, you can get started in this business for $16 or $17. And then when I got to the place where I checked out, it was 167 or even if it was $100, my eyebrows would be like, hey, what are we talking about here? What's going on? So I know that you guys have experienced some of that. And it's not just our contract. Every contract out there has experienced it that's in the Ethereum space. And the reality is this. The reality is it doesn't look like it's going to get much better, okay, right this second, because the price of Ethereum is going to continue to rise. Gas prices are still going up. And here's the deal. I know a lot of people are talking about like Ethereum 2.0 that's going to fix the problem. What people don't realize is Ethereum 2.0 is not going to be till like 2022 or 2023, right? So I'm guessing that most of you can't hold out until that long, to have people join your business, right? So here's the deal. With the Tron contract, obviously the direction that we wanted to go as a smart contract is to make sure that this community inside of Lionshare that we offer the very best that we possibly can in any cryptocurrency that we see fit. Okay. So even though Tron is coming here, right, we're bringing Tron, there's other opportunities out there. And I want you to understand that as you're building this business, you should be looking at this as a way to continue to be an entrepreneur in several different aspects and grow your portfolio of cryptocurrency by sharing this amazing opportunity. But here's the deal. It takes the community. It doesn't take me. It doesn't just take Edgardo. It takes all of us working together to move this in the direction that we need it to move, right? So I know that there's a lot of excitement. I mean, my Telegram, if I showed it to you, I have no idea who a lot of these people are that are finding me, but I am getting blown up on Telegram. And it's the same exact stuff. Can you send me the early link? Can you send me the early link? Let me go on and clear this up. For anybody who's sending me that message, I'm not going to answer, number one. And number two, there's no early link, okay? So just relax on that. What we will be doing is we're going to do it the right way, okay? And the right way is making sure that we're communicating all along the way to when this thing is coming, when it's going to be live, and making sure that we're getting the proper training out there. Now, here's some things that you don't know about what we are doing to make this a very cool transition and make it the best that we can. Number one, when people think about Lionshare, as we said, we want them to think of it as a conglomerate of, cryptocurrency, right? They can work their Ethereum business. They can work their Tron business. They can work whatever other cryptocurrencies that we consider in the future. And in order to do that, we want to make sure that there's one hub that people can come to get that information. So, where a lot of people, when they launch a brand new contract, they're launching a whole brand new site, they're changing the name, they're changing the domain, they're changing all this stuff. We're not doing that, okay? What you're going to see is everything built into the Lion's Share brand. I think that's important for you to understand, because we'd be the very first people out there that have actually done that, and it's going to work very, very good. So the key thing, though, for us is making sure that that user experience, which is you, right? Making sure that it's duplicatable, making sure that it's understandable. And one of the things that I wish would have done a little bit differently with the Ethereum contract is got more training out there as far as just like setting things up, like showing people, hey, this is how you set up an Ethereum wallet. This is how you set up on MetaMask or Trust Wallet, or any of the ones that we use. So those are some of the things that we're getting ready for as we go into this Tron contract, to make sure that those things are in place for you. So when people come in, they want to get started, they have an understanding of what it is. Now, the other thing I want to talk about here is organizations, okay? Because I've been getting a lot of questions, a lot of comments, a lot of people asking different things. The best advice that I can give you as we move into the Tron contract, if you participate, is to make sure to start communicating to your team now. I know Edgardo and some others have been hosting some meetings with the new Tron project. Make sure that you're plugging in there so you can understand exactly what's going on, right? Make sure you have an understanding of what it is, where it's moving, and everything like that. To some people, even the concept of it doesn't make sense. But here's the cool thing. Everything inside of Lion's Share that you see today with Ethereum will also be true inside of Tron, okay? We'll have the same follow me system. We'll have, the same 16 packages, but on Tron, right? We'll have a lot of the things that we have inside of Ethereum will be exactly the same, but we're also improving on some of those things. One of those major things are going to be the back office and the way that you can actually view your matrix. I think we would all agree that, there's some challenges there with being able to see exactly what is going on inside of your matrix, right? And seeing the complete big picture. So those are one of the things that the programming team has been working very hard on, to make sure that the matrix view, as we go into this, that you're going to have a complete view of what exactly is going on. You're going to be able to see your team, exactly what they're doing, and things like that. So I know that that's going to be a big benefit. So here's the deal. I've talked for 15 minutes, and I know all you want me to say is, hey, when is this thing coming, right? That's what you really want to know. I mean, I can sit here and talk all night, but the reality is I can tell by the looks on a few of your faces, you're like, hey, man, come on, land the plane. We need to know when this thing's coming. So here's the deal. Just like with the Ethereum contract, we were not willing to give a specific date. And the reason why is because if I give you a date right this second and we don't hit that date, what's going to happen? We're going to have a huge build up to it, and then we're going to get hated on like you cannot even believe when we don't hit that date, right? Everyone's going to be talking about it. It's going to be a bad deal. So here's what I am going to tell you, okay? Our goal, this is just a goal. I can't tell you for sure if it's going to happen. Our goal is to have this live before September 10th, okay? That is the goal. I don't know if that's going to happen, but I want you to think about this. This is September 2nd. That's only 8 days away. So right now, you should be preparing your team. And, like I said, I have a lot of people hit me up asking about organizations keeping their people, or people are going to leave, all this different stuff. The leader sets the pace, all right? You should be in front of your people right now, talking to them. I'm going to encourage anyone that comes to me to make sure to get back with whoever they started the Ethereum contract with. There's going to be some people who are like, hey, I don't know my sponsor. I've never talked to them. They're off promoting something else. In those cases, hey, you do with it what you want. It's your business. But what I do want to say is this. I want to encourage each and every one of you to stick with your team, right? I mean, if you're building a team right now and the leader sets the pace, if you're going out there to follow someone else, what do you think they might do, right? Keep that in mind. Whatever decisions you make, they might make the same exact decisions. So I want to make sure that you understand that the community that we can create here is one of trust. And as we move into other cryptocurrencies after Tron, and we see what might come in the future, you want to keep that organization. You want to keep people going. And, it's kind of funny, like anytime something comes up like this and there's a lot of excitement, there's also a lot of things that come in, whether it be jealousy, envy, people just, putting other stuff out there. Here's the deal. We're all entrepreneurs. Okay. That's the bottom line. Or maybe you're just becoming an entrepreneur, but the bottom line is everyone's going to do different stuff. Okay. Lion's Share is not the only business I do. I mean, I own another company. Okay. So the reality is some of you might be promoting different stuff. Of course, we want the people to be ride or die with us, right? We want you to be with us. We want you to promote what we have. We want you to have the patience to stick around to make sure that you're working with us. I've seen where it's like some of our biggest leaders have moved on to other projects because they couldn't wait, a week They couldn't wait a week to go there. They had to get that addiction. And that's the problem with this industry. I say it all the time. People are always looking for the next shiny object. You as a leader have to find something that you believe in. If that's us, if that's Lionshare, then roll with us. Wait a week or two, right? Make sure that we do it right so that can bless you and your family. I think people have such a short-term memory as to what is actually going on here. I mean, we're like 47 days or something like that into the Ethereum contract. We broke records, right? We brought over 90,000 people into that contract just like that. We had multiple six-figure income earners. I'm talking just like that. People were blessed across the board, right? I'm going to predict that Tron will be much, much bigger than that, even in the first 30 days, because what we've done, and I know some of you have seen the pricing, is that we've created a way that literally the masses can get started with us. And some of those challenges that we had with the Ethereum project, like our servers not being able to keep up. You guys all know about the number 33 issue that we had in the beginning. Some of you might not if you weren't here. But we had some issues that popped up in that first week that we really got to learn some great lessons about, right? And a lot of the leaders that I talked to, they're like, hey, James, we got to make sure it's perfect this time. We got to make sure it's right. I mean, you have to admit that even though we had those challenges, our system works really, really well, right? And there's some great things. And here's the deal. You can put any logo on any other contract that you want, and they all are the exact same. We stand alone. I'm telling you, we will stand alone in the Tron side as well. We will be the only follow me system. We will be the only contract that can adjust its prices if we need to. My prediction is that maybe we push this Tron price up, right? I mean, I think that you're going to see Tron actually rise in price as smart contracts start to go there. So, what I really wanted to come out here today to do is I wanted to kind of give you an update, because I know there's a bunch of rumors going on right now. Even though there's a lot of excitement, there's a lot of stuff that are still going on, that just like it was with the Ethereum contract. But what I know for a fact is this: there's a huge opportunity out there for you. And, the opportunity is not just to shut the door on your Ethereum business. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is this: as an entrepreneur and a business person, you have to be able to pivot. You have to be able to adjust when things are not looking the way that they should. Okay. We can't control Ethereum. We can't control the price. We can't control the gas prices, right? What we can control is what we do and how we move, right? So from our perspective, it made a lot of sense to be able to bring out a Tron contract because it's built on the same exact platform as Ethereum. We already know that our comp plan is the best. We already know that our code is the very best, but there's still some things that we can improve on, and that's what you're going to see coming here very soon. So, in regards to the website and things like that, the content will be a little bit different. There will be a new movie. There will be some stuff like that that actually moves us in the direction that we want to go to being that brand that is the king of the smart contract, right? So you're going to see some of that stuff as we start to roll this out. I wanted to come out here tonight, and more importantly, just say, hey, even though I can't give you an exact date, I gave you an idea of what we want to do, okay? Our objective is that we want to launch this thing before September 10th. I don't know the exact date. I can't give that to you. But what I do know is that's a week away, right? I mean, we literally could be going crazy here in a week, blowing this thing up. And not probably, we will. So watch the numbers. So that's really what I wanted to do here tonight, is just come out here and kind of clear the air, give you a little bit of information. We will start training some overview calls on the actual Tron project as we build into this. Since we are maybe possibly a week, it could be a little bit more out. What we want to do now is we want to start building towards that, okay? So the overview calls and the things that we're going to be doing will start moving towards that Tron project. Obviously, as you know, I mean, like I said, Edgardo and some of the other will also be on these Tron, overview calls as well as we move into it. So I'll start sending you some of that information. Now, look, I think my internet's kind of cutting out here. Can you guys still hear me? Can you give me a number one if you can still hear me? Okay, sorry. So the bottom line is this: we will start to move into that because we want to educate people. We want to make this, we want to break our last record, okay? We already know we broke some records with the first launch. We want to break even more. Now, I'm going to say this just like I did with the Ethereum contract. I truly believe that the only thing that could really be a hinder to us is the amount of traffic that we're going to send. Not only to the blockchain, but also to the server. Those are two things that could bottleneck for us. I don't expect that happening because we've actually learned a lot as to what happens inside of that. So I think that we're going to be able to combat that. But man, it's going to be exciting time. So here's what I would tell you as we go forward in here to this week, or maybe a little bit longer as we build up. make sure you are inviting your people out. They need to understand exactly what's going on, and not only understand exactly what's going on with Tron, but understand why we have chosen to roll this thing out, right? It wasn't just to have another launch. That was not the idea. The idea is to give you the best that we can. We can't be left away. We have to be in front of anything that comes out there. So, if something else comes out there that we feel is attractive that can help our member base, we're going to do it, right? So with that being said, I think Edgardo is on here. I was going to see if Edgardo might want to come out for a second and share something. Edgardo, are you there? I think that's Edgardo. Hey, Edgardo, are you there? Maybe that's someone logged in as Edgardo. I don't know. Hey, Edgardo, are you there? Well, he's not there, so that's okay. Here's the deal. If you guys have a question, I'm going to see here, okay? There's some questions that might pop in here. If you guys have a question, I'm going to read through these. I know this will be kind of tedious, but I'm going to take a look at the questions. I usually don't open it up for questions, but if you have a question, throw it in the chat here. I'm going to do my best to answer it, okay? And I know that we might have a bunch. Let's see here. Start before September 9th if you can. Lucky stars line up. We have a great story on this project. So great point, David. I'm down with that. Hey, man, I'd be down with starting it tomorrow if it was ready. Truthfully, I mean, I think that it's going to be that big of an opportunity. But we are working. The programming team's working as fast as they could. Here's the deal. When you work with programmers, just so you know, it's always black and white. There's no gray area, right? So if I ask the question, hey, man, are we going to have this ready by this date? I can't promise you anything, but we're going to do the best we can, right? I mean, so I'm literally just giving you back what I get when you guys ask those questions, but we are going to make this thing happen. How do we move those who are already interested in Lionshare to Ethereum? Now, this is a great question, okay? Uzor, great question. So everybody heard that, I hope. He's asking, if we have people that are already interested in Ethereum, how can we move them into Lionshare, Tron? Here's my suggestion, okay? My suggestion is that you explain to them kind of what's going on in Ethereum. We love Ethereum, right? We believe that the price of Ethereum is going up, but there's some things inside of Ethereum that we really can't control. Obviously, the gas prices. Our goal is to bring this to a 5-year plan where we are the king of smart contracts. So what I would say is this. I would say, look, we still love Ethereum, and you should definitely take a position there if you want to. Just know that it's going to be a little bit expensive with the current gas fees, but maybe just get the first level, secure your spot so you can have it, because we're going to continue to build this. But if you want, this Tron's about to launch. There's going to be a lot of momentum and a lot of excitement out there. That's the approach that I would take, because listen, people follow you. They don't follow a cryptocurrency, right? People don't follow me, right? They do follow me. They don't follow like whatever coin I'm doing or whatever thing else. I mean, they follow the leaders. So don't worry about that. Here's the deal. If you have enough good leadership, they're not going to say a word other than, how do I get started? Okay. How do we move the, I already read that one. Sorry. Okay. So the concept is the same. Lionshare Ethereum. More we refer, more income we can get in the smart contract platform one. So this is, who said that? This is Ranji. I might be saying y'all's names wrong. If so, I'm sorry. Here's the bottom line. The concept is the exact same. Why would we change something that's perfect, right? I mean, we're the only follow me system out there. It works. But the last part of your question is, the more we refer, the more we earn. Man, that's true in any business, right? It doesn't matter if you're talking about Lionshare or anything. So absolutely the answer is yes, especially on that L1. The more people you refer, obviously the better. Let's see here. Is Tron going to come out with its own link or the same link as Ethereum? Okay, so Ola, we will be training everybody on that. Okay, you will have 2 different links, right? You'll have 2 different links, but I don't want to spoil it for you, because I don't know, I can't show you it. But imagine this. Imagine someone coming to your site and being able to choose what they want to do, right? Do I want to join Ethereum? Do I want to join Tron, right? Or even having a link that you can just send them direct to that to join. Okay, so those are some of the things that we're working through right now. I promise you we'll definitely train you before it's actual full live, so you can have an understanding of what it is. Okay, but great question. Let's see here. Okay, so K-Wiz is asking, now how much is it going to be the entry level on level 1 and on the new package? I think it's 100 Tron, okay, for L1, 100 Tron for L2. So a total of 200 Tron. I think if you do the math on that, Alfredo, I see you sitting there. Maybe, well, he's just got on the phone. I don't know. I think that's maybe like $10, 10 US dollars, something like that. Five, somewhere in there, okay? So it's going to be somewhere in there. It's going to be very, very affordable to the masses. So, if you're in some of these countries that the average monthly income is like $200, so Alfredo's showing me $6, okay? So $6, that's, let me ask you something. Do you know anywhere else you can start a business for $6 and build your way up? Come on, man. We are giving the world the opportunity here. It's going to blow up. Just wait and see. This is going to be crazy. Let's see here. How do you introduce Lionshare to people who have no online experience or crypto knowledge? Well, let me tell you something. I have committed, and we've had others that have committed to doing, calls twice a day, 7 days a week. You understand, 7 days a week, we have someone on here that is presenting the lion's share opportunity. We also have many different YouTube videos as well that have recordings. My suggestion is this: get them out to a call, especially a live call, because they're going to hear a presentation from me or someone, but that's not really where it happens. Where it happens is after the presentation, where we get to hear from others who are inside of Lionshare. This is not rocket science, y'all. The tools are right in front of you. It doesn't matter if you have the best looking website or the best looking ad or anything like that. If you use that one tool and invite people out, I will do the selling and telling for you. It's not even a sales pitch. It's like, and if they don't have experience in crypto, that's okay. You know what the language that every single person in this world understands is? Money. Everybody understands that. They don't care what kind of money, but they understand it. If you want to give me $1 million in pesos, I'm going to take it. Even though I can't use it here in the United States, I will find a way to use it, right? So let's keep going here. We need to learn patience. It's better we wait a little bit more and have a very good smart contract than have problems. Hey, I agree with that, Ricardo. Thank you, Ricardo. That's exactly right. We want it to be the best of the best. So if it takes a couple more days, it will. And we've been through this. Now, here's what I don't want you to expect. With the Ethereum contract, man, it seemed like a lifetime of pre-launch to me. I don't know about y'all, but to me, it seemed like forever. We're not doing that, right? We're like maybe a week away, so we're going to start really pounding the table on it. So, we're going to get people excited. They're going to be ready to rock and roll. Let's see here. Ricardo, your English was perfect. I don't know what you mean. Sorry for your English. You did great. When are y'all launching it? You must have just got here, bro. So the goal is to launch it before September 10th. I don't know the exact date, but that's the goal, okay? Let's see here. Okay, can you make buying Ethereum and Tron more available in the Cook Islands? So, Patrick, great question. Here's the reality, okay? It would be very challenging for us to have like an exchange attached to a smart contract, because it brings all other types of legal aspects to it. If we have to be an exchange, it would get a lot of eyes and a lot of challenges on us that we probably don't want. We don't have to go through that red tape. Okay. So my suggestion is this, get with your sponsor, see if they have some ideas, number one. And I know Shelly over there, who's kind of leading that group, I'll kind of talk to her with some different options and things like that. One thing too is, you could always sell people some of your Tron if you have enough of it, right? So earn some, and then you can sell some for whatever dollar you're in. That's how, if I was building a business, I was dealing with people that didn't have a clue, I'd be like, hey, just give me some cash. I'll shoot you the Tron and we'll go from there. That's what I would do. Good morning from Nepal. Let's see here. I don't know how to say this. Oh, Sandra, it would be 200 for the first and second combined. Okay, so 200. That's like $6 US right now. So great question. How do we know who we will be under? Who can register people on our teams? So as I said, I think it's Ari. You definitely want to get with whoever you're with in the Ethereum contract. That's who you should be with. That's my suggestion. Get back with who sent you here, right? People that are hitting me on the side, like I said, I always refer them back to their sponsor. I'm not trying to take anyone. I think everyone should have the same ethics as I would on that, right? Refer people back to whoever they're with. That's the way it should work in this business. I know it's not going to work like that. I know there's going to be some people that drift, but let me tell you something. If you're in this, right, and you've been promoting it and you've been working it and you've been putting your face out here, people are still going to be with you. The ones who've been out there promoting like 15 different things in between now and then, don't expect your team to follow you, right? I mean, that's just my opinion. I'm just telling you like it is. I'm not telling you not to go out there and do that. I'm just telling you, don't be shocked if not everybody follows you, okay? I hope you can set a date of launching 1 week ahead of time, hoping for a smooth launching. Well, Stephanie, thank you. I mean, we are too. I mean, it would be great if I could give you an exact date today, but we've already been through that. So, but I appreciate it. Oh, I'm already bought in, but I don't know what I'll be getting back for my crypto. I don't really know how to answer that, Ruby. I'm not sure what that question means. I apologize. What happens once you sign up with someone and you don't hear from them anymore? Well, Rebecca, here's the deal. Okay, you're an entrepreneur, right? So my suggestion is this: we have calls every single day where you shouldn't have to ever rely on your sponsor whatsoever. It's not your sponsor's job to run your business, it's yours. And I'm not trying to be rude in any way, so don't take it like that. What I'm saying is you have other opportunities out here. I see Marlene sitting here. She helps people all around the world who are on her team, right? There's people that are here every single night that are willing to help you build your business, including myself, right? So just know that. Don't rely on anyone but yourself. That's the best way that you're going to get ahead. Is the gas price going to drop down? Because find people going to okay, so winner, chicken dinner. No, winner, that's the name on here. Listen, as I said, maybe you missed the beginning of it. The Ethereum prices, we anticipate that's going to go up. I say it on every single call. We anticipate that it's going to go up. If the price of Ethereum goes up, guess what else goes up? The price of gas. Okay. Now, that's dictated by volume. It's dictated by a lot of different things. But you got to remember, in Ethereum right now, it's not just like smart contracts in network marketing or home businesses. You've got all type of gambling sites. You have a lot of people that are driving the price of Ethereum up. So I anticipate that's going to continue to go up. But here's the cool thing. I mean, we have an amazing Ethereum contract. And when things correct, when things get back to another level, that is another opportunity for you to continue to build that. Many of you have already built strong teams, and you should continue to focus on that. Nothing's going to happen with that, right? It's still going to be there as another option for you, okay? And here's what's going to happen as well. As you begin to build your organization, whether it be already in Ethereum or Tron, people are naturally going to have that FOMO, right? They don't want to miss out on what's going on either way. So just know that you'll get people in both of those. So you don't have to worry about that. Let's see here. Okay. Our whole team, James, together with my founder and with Alfredo, worked to stick lion's share. Thank you so much. Yes, I know that 100%, Stephanie. I know you guys are absolutely rocking it, and I appreciate that. Take your time with the launch. That's from Ruby. Let's see here. Will there be any funnel with Tron? Okay, so great question. I mean, here's the thing. There's a fine line between being a decentralized platform and not being a decentralized platform. And the reason why I start with that is because I think that a lot of people, they want a decentralized platform on one hand. On the other hand, they want like a feeling of a company. Does that make sense? It's an oxymoron. I hope you guys understand that. It's the total opposite. It cannot be both, right? I can't come out and say, hey, I'm the CEO of Lionshare. Edgardo couldn't come out and say that. Like, we can't do that because this is a program that operates with or without us. That's the truth. That's not a sales pitch. It's on the blockchain. We can't remove that, right? Anybody can join at any time. We have no control over that. So that leads me to say, hey, we want to provide the very best tools and things that we possibly can. At the same time, there's a fine line that we have to be careful of. So some of those things you will absolutely see. I mean, I've been working with funnels and that for that's kind of where I started. So those options are definitely available. One thing that I do believe that you're going to see is I do believe you're going to see some digital products come into the mix that will actually be in your back office. Okay. So, rather than just focusing on a crowdfunding side of it, I really believe what you're going to see back there very soon. I can't give everything away. I'm just going to tell you, you're going to see some digital products and some software back there that you'll be able to utilize if you want to. So when you come in and purchase the package, that will be there. So just know that some of those things are coming. Oh, Alfredo, can we have an official wallet and registration set up? So Alfredo and I have been going back and forth on this a little bit. The worst slide that I hate in my presentation is the one where I have to get to say, hey, this is MetaMask, this is Trust, and this is Coin Wallet, and get with your sponsor to hook that thing. I hate that slide because I know people are a little bit confused. With Tron, it kind of opens up a new door because there's one wallet. I think it's called Tron Link. I think that is the one that we will promote everybody to use because it's available on iPhone, it's available on Android, and it's available on your computer. You can actually hook it to Google, your Google extension, just like you can MetaMask. I had it on mine, I didn't even realize it. Okay, so a lot of you will be able to do that. A lot of you will be able to use that. So we are going to simplify that. Just know that that's going to be simplified very soon. So great question, or I guess comment, Alfredo, because you already knew the answer, cheater. I'm just kidding with you. Let's see here. But here's the deal. Even though we're going to promote one, there's multiple ones that will be able to work with our system. Anything that's a DApp wallet that can work on Web3 is going to be able to talk to it. And for those of you who don't know what that means, don't worry about it. I don't really know either. I just know that that's what the programmer told me. Let's see here. Someone had a problem with the lazy downline in Ethereum. Who aren't ready to bring people. I work with leader. How do we help the lazy ones in the new contract? My suggestion is if you're working with lazy people, to try to attract some people that aren't lazy. Now, I know that sounds like a very simple solution, but here's the truth in any business. Some will and some won't, and most won't, by the way, okay? Some will and some won't, and most won't. You have to find the ones that will, and those will present themselves, but you have to work your business like a business. This isn't one of those things that come and sit, hope, wish, and wait that it's going to come. So just know that. All right, we got good morning from the Philippines. What's up? Good morning. Let's see here. I'm sorry I don't understand how this is going to fuel fit into, please, is it part of a smart contract? So Karen, yeah, I mean, this is going to be another smart contract. Just like I said in the beginning, our goal is to be the king of smart contracts, not contracts. So, as we move forward, there will be multiple cryptocurrencies that we will look at if it makes sense. But Tron is the second one that we're rolling with. Two reasons. Number one, we want to make sure that we diversify, from a smart contract standpoint. Number two, we got Ethereum prices, gas prices through the roof. So this is a huge opportunity for people to continue to build their business. So what are the different plans for Ethereum? You said there's 16. Maybe, Fiona, maybe you're talking about Tron. We're going to be doing some of those presentations. I'm not going to list them all out right here because I don't have them in front of me. But just know it starts at 100 and 100. So 100 on L1, 100 on L2, Tron, which is like $6. And then it goes up to 200. So it's going to be very, very affordable to the masses, what I can tell you. Okay, let's see here. I'm not going to answer that one. Let's see here. Is there possible to receive overspill in this platform? Absolutely, Victoria. I mean, if everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing, then absolutely there's that potential. But for those that come and sit and wait and watch, no, it's not going to be there. But if you're working as a team, you got people working together, absolutely, that's the power of the follow me system for sure. And it will still hold true in our Tron contract. Okay, let's see here. Let me continue here. Is Tron backed by gas? So Karen, Tron does have fees just like any other platform, but they're running on a platform that Ethereum is trying to get to. Does that make sense? So like Tron is running currently on a system that Ethereum is moving to, but it's going to take it like 2 years to get there. So the gas prices, it's all about the miners and the amount of transactions that can happen per second. And I'm not smart enough to explain it all to you, but what I do know is that Tron is definitely going to be much cheaper on gas. We're not going to run into these issues, which is going to be fantastic, right? Let's see here. What's up, Rajneesh, man, from India? One of the very top leaders in this entire Lion Share. Let's see here. Victoria. Do you have any suggestions for sites besides Coinbase for countries other than Australia and New Zealand to exchange Ethereum? So Victoria, I kind of asked that question in a different way. I'm going to try to work with Shelly and maybe the lady and some of the other leaders there to see what we can do to find a specific way for you. Okay. I don't know off the top of my head because I'm not super familiar with things in that country, but I can become familiar with it, right? We can get some stuff figured out and I'll definitely work on that. Okay. Let's see here. We are ready to rock Lion Share Tron. This is the best opportunity ever. So I call this the biggest event of the year. This is easy to bring people in, economical and great. Holler. This is perfect idea. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. We appreciate that. I totally agree with you. We're going to change so many lives. It's just going to be insane. Tron wallet is